I encourage a lot of persons. Like I keep saying, instead of to sit at home or go into business that is strenuous, all you need to do, come to your farm in the morning and in the evening, feed them. It keeps you busy and then free of head. In the next 2, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, as whichever program you do in your harvest, you smile to the bank and then you're off you go.
This is Rolly William, a Nigerian entrepreneur who owns one of Nigeria's largest fish farms.
If you meet the 4 criteria over it, then you're good to go. Which is first, good seed; 2, space; 3, quality feed; and 4, water. You're good to go.
In today's video, it takes us on a journey on how he is able to run and generate revenue from this farming venture.
The way the condition of the economy of today, you need to man your business. And then make sure you are in charge, because sometimes leaving it for somebody to do it for you, the person might not have the drive or interest or the same way you have. So great time for your business to make sure it flourishes.
So hello guys, it's Chirawa for here again, and in this video we are here to visit a fish farmer who is farming fishes, who is keeping fishes in a very large scale. We are going to be asking him some of the secrets of fish farming and ask him some of the challenges he also faces as a fish farmer, and also know some of the benefits that come with fish farming. So sir, first of all, I want you to introduce yourself to us.
Okay, my name is Rolly Williams.
Okay.
I'm a fish farmer.
You're a fish farmer. So you like to be called a fish farmer?
Of course, I'm a fish farmer.
So when did you start fish farming?
Way back 6 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, 2017.
2017?
Yes, I started here. It's kind of metamorphosed. I'm a breeder. I'm into breeding. And then at some point, I do produce excess, which I sell. And then I decided to dive into grow out, which is this.
That's the bigger one.
Yes. So from the production, it gave back to this.
Yeah.
So I now realized that I could actually make more money if I'm into grow out, which is table sizes, and I equally do drying too, self.
You dry the fishes?
Yes, I do too.
So I want to ask, is fish farming profitable?
Oh yes, it's very profitable. In as much as it's capital intensive, it's equally profitable. Very much.
Because you know, a lot of people want to know what they're actually going into. Most people see farmers as people who don't have money. So I'm trying to change that narrative. Those people that feel like if someone is called a farmer, that means that person is a poor person. So people do make money from fish farming. And as I can see, your fish farm is very massive. Like it's very big. How were you able to acquire this land?
Well, when I came into, I started with one pond extreme. When I came into and I saw how it was helping, it was progressive. Yeah. And then I discovered that it was worth the trouble because of the turnover I was getting. Although, like I say, it's capital intensive because it takes a whole lot to feed fish, especially now that the feed is so cumbersome. So it's not an easy thing to do, but if you do it, it's worth the trouble.
At the end, it's worth it, right?
It's worth the trouble. You smile to the bank.
Yeah, I can see you're smiling. Okay, so for someone that wants to start a fish farm, what are those few things they need to put in place? What are those few things they need to look out for so that they will not fall into problems, so that they will not make mistakes?
Okay, first and foremost, from my experience, I have discovered that like every other thing we learn, you need to learn how to do fish farming. You learn it, because if you don't, you suffer so many loss. Okay. But for elementary understanding, for those who are doing grow out, if you meet the 4 criteria over it, then you're good to go. Which is first, good seed; 2, space; 3, quality feed; and 4, water. So if you have a good seed, which is your juvenile, if you have a space, which can give them size because they grow with space. Then if you have at least quality water that is bacteria free and iron free, then you most especially buy quality feed that gives them turn into their body weight. You're good to go.
Okay, so in this your farm, what's the capacity of this your farm?
Each of the pond, as you can see, contains, if you're doing a table size of 1 kg, it takes up to 7,000. So if you're doing barbecue size, it takes up to 10,000.
10,000 fishes?
Yes. Like this other one here, the capacity is, the pond size is 20 by 50.
20 by 50.
By 50, and it can take juvenile to 5,000 juvenile. This other one here is 30 by 60. This can take, although they contain juvenile already, they can take up to 7,000. This one here too is 30 by 40 by 20, as you can see. It takes up to 5,000. So it depends on the sizes you want to rate them.
Yeah.
So
when you say juveniles, how old are they?
Juveniles are 8 weeks old. 8 weeks. 10 weeks,
so that's like 2 months.
That's 2 months. 2 months to 2 months and 2 weeks.
Okay. So the juveniles can be sold to those people who want to start up.
Yes. I advise whoever wants to go into fish farming should start with juvenile.
Okay, why?
Because of the challenges we have as like what we do in earthen pond. The juvenile, you have less mortality, you have less cannibalism. Because if you stock
when you say cannibalism, that means they eat each other.
They feed on each other. So the smaller, it's the survival of the fittest.
Are you serious?
Yes. The smaller tends to be attacked by the bigger ones.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the smaller ones, that's why we stock juvenile, because they grow almost same.
Okay, at the same pace.
But at same pace. But in fingers, some tends to grow bigger than some. And the one that grow bigger turns to attack the smaller ones.
Okay.
So you must stock 7,000. At the end of towards your harvest, you come to see 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. And you're wondering what's the problem.
Yeah.
You never knew that. You find some there that are big at 3 kg. And you find some that are small as 500 grams. 1 kg. So it varies. So we advise that to reduce your loss and challenge to stock juvenile.
Okay, so with you that are growing from the fingerlings to the juveniles, how do you handle those fingerlings not being eaten and so that your mortality rate will drop? How do you handle it?
Well, we as breeders, or me, I'm a breeder. So what we do, we keep sorting, steady sorting. But even as you are doing that, at least you reduce the cannibalism. You cannot stop it.
Oh, okay. So you reduce the mortality.
With the out of sorting, steady sorting, maybe weekly sorting, removing the bigger ones from the smaller ones, you reduce it to the bearable level. But if without that, it's crazy.
You really
yeah.
So when you say sorting, explain to me what you mean by
sorting. Is removing the bigger ones from the smaller ones.
Okay, so you put the bigger ones
separately and the smaller ones separately.
Oh.
So you keep picking it because they grow by week. From fries. From fries, they grow by week. So by week, as you're feeding them, they are growing. So the ones that are fast growing are there. And that fast growing is as a result of them picking on the smaller ones, because they, with them eating up each other, they cook protein in the live feed which they're consuming tends to make them bigger times 3 than the normal sizes of their mates.
So at what age is a matured fish sold for?
Well, it depends on what you want to keep. For barbecue, in 3 months, you can have 500 grams.
Okay.
Then for table size, which is from 1 kg, in 5 months up, you can, as much as you want, as much kg as you want, you can get it from 5 months upward.
How do you get the water you use in this your pond? How do you get it? How do you get your water?
We drill boreholes. Each of the pond has borehole connection to help us.
But it's just one borehole you have here?
No, I have over 6 boreholes here.
Are you serious?
Yes. Each of the ponds, like borehole here, borehole here, borehole there, borehole there, borehole is because that's what we use.
Because I noticed that generator is like pumping water.
We do because of our soil is a bit loose.
Okay.
It's not like the waste. As in the western part of the country, the hard soil is loose. So what we do, we cage, just like what you say, we cage our ponds, our earthen ponds, so that to protect them from flood. 2, to make sure the walls don't collapse in. So that way, with the quantity of fish we stock, we need water to help to do filtration and pump out for them to have fresh water.
Okay, so that's why you put this plank by the side.
Yes, the plank is to aid the walls from collapsing into.
Oh, that's
you don't use plank, you can use bamboo. It's still part of our innovation. Anything that has to protect the wall from collapsing in. Okay, so equally protecting flood, because we do occasionally we have flood challenges. So, but we have been able to get the level of flood and then belt our ponds towards the height of the flood. The challenge is, you just wake up, you make your budget. Say, like I stocked 7,000, and I make budget to buy a particular number of feed with a particular amount. Only for 2 weeks, a week plus, they increased by 1,000. So you can imagine over buying about 900 bags, and then 1,200 as increments. times 900 bags.
That's like
So
900,000
it throws, it's above a million plus. It throws you off program, off balance.
Yeah.
If you start looking for how to solve, and you already stock the fish. If the increment was done before, it will be, at least you can adjust. But when you already stock the fish, you need to deal with it.
So what are the kind of things you use to handle these challenges you have?
Well, most times we source for financial help to make sure we cushion the effect, because you're in.
I see you are also making provision for Azola and dogweed around. So you also use it to feed your fishes too?
Yes, it's a snack for them. It's a snack. It helps at least to cushion the effect. Most times in the afternoon, we just fetch it and then we feed them with it. It's good.
Okay, so you grow it by yourself?
Yes.
How is that being done?
The natural habitats here, our natural environment developing naturally.
Oh.
So all we need to do is just to make sure we provide the space for it to grow. And then as it generates more, we keep picking them and then feeding our fishes.
Oh, okay. So that's a plus for you.
Yes, it's a plus. It's a plus. The environment is naturally blessed with dogweed.
How many workers do you have in total?
I have 3 workers here.
3 workers?
Yeah.
Wow. That means you have created employment for people.
Of course, yes. Of course, yes.
Oh. Okay, so for this your farm, how many times do you feed them a day?
We do 2 times feeding, one in the morning, one in the evening.
Okay. Is that ideal?
Yes, it's very ideal because we need to give them space so that they can burn the food they've eaten.
Okay, so even the little ones, you still feed them 2 times?
Well, we start from juvenile, like I say, from juvenile. So we feed them some days, we feed them 3 times, but we do, because of the time we do the feeding here, we do it twice.
Yeah.
We do it twice.
So what's the advice to those people that want to go into farming?
Asking them to come in and be a part of this, it's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, why keep so much money in the bank when they can as well invest and make triple the amounts? So for those that have the capacity financially, you're welcome to join us. There's so much, the importation of fish is on the high side. So if we can meet up
Is there a market for fish farming?
Oh, Lord of God. There's a whole lot of markets. we can hardly meet. Although one of our greatest challenge now is finance, because of the way the feed companies are increasing the feed is really telling on us.
Okay.
And it's making the price of fish increased. So even the local buyers are having challenge over buying.
Yeah.
But then it is what it is. We are still selling and people are still buying. Because no matter the cost, it's still cheaper than the one from the wild. In fish farming, first and foremost, like I said earlier, you must have a mentor. Somebody who's willing to teach you how to invest and what to do. Okay. If you get first that mentorship, then the rest will be followed. Seek for a good mentorship that can guide you on it. Okay. When it comes to fish farming, I keep telling people, except human factor, which maybe they decide death.
Yeah.
But when it comes to fish itself, you hardly have loss that gets to 20% or 30%. Okay. So if you're able to save your fish, the quantity, 30% quantity, you recover your money.
Are you serious?
Yes. If you're able to, out of 100%, you have challenge of 20%, you can still recover your money with 30% of the fish.
Why did you decide to stick into fish farming? Why not other things?
This is what I know how to do. This is what I was trained for. I've passed through a lot of rudiment of training and exposure, errors, correction. So this is what I love doing. So I'm enjoying it.
It's not really easy managing a farm. You are the owner of the farm and you are still always here managing it.
Well, the way the condition of the economy of today, you need to man your business.
Yeah.
And then make sure you are in charge, because sometimes leaving it for somebody to do it for you, the person might not have the drive or interest or the same way you have. So create time for your business to make sure it flourishes.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe to our channel for more educating and inspiring farming videos like this. And also, don't forget to watch this next video on your screen. Thank you for watching. Do have a nice day. And until next time, peace.